Tesla update here on the 5th. So kind of a rough week or so on the market. Not really, not really that bad as long as you're not like over leveraged or anything like that. Just a small dip, gonna happen sometimes. So you look here at Tesla here. We have 5 waves going up right here. And then we have an ABC move down here for the second wave. The 1.61 fib. And again, this can still be, it still technically can be a B wave. So if you go back to the videos I made probably 6 to 9 months ago, I was looking for a lower price. We didn't get that, obviously. It ends up coming up here. It can still be a B wave though. So after this next move, it's probably time to be cautious. But you can see here the 1.61 fib goes to 510 bucks. We go to this move right here. And one thing I'll point out here is normally you want to see something like this. If you're wanting for a fourth and a fifth wave, you're normally going to want to see this. And we're getting this lazy, it's going higher, but it's very lazy, and it's not even going to come close to breaking the top of this parallel line. That's why I say on the next move higher, you're probably going to want to be cautious on Tesla. Because Tesla might still be in that B wave that I talked about. So we'll see how it goes. But you go back to this move right here. This looks like a diagonal to me. Right here. For a first wave, you get a second wave pullback. And then you get 5 waves right here. You know, it's kind of tricky because it's choppy and back up here. But we hit all the way up here at 471 bucks. And then this part gets a little bit tricky as well. I think that it probably ended right here. More than likely. I think this is more than likely A, B, C, like that. Kind of a short C wave. Could it still be coming all the way back down here? I think it's unlikely. That would be a pretty big move lower. And at that point, you're coming down here to the 50, which wouldn't necessarily be bad. But I have a better count that I think makes more sense. And I think that this is another diagonal. So the fourth wave ended right here, and you get a diagonal right here. And then you get an A wave down, B wave, and then this is a 5 wave C wave down. So right now, I have this as a first wave right here. I have this finishing up a second wave of an overall 5th wave. And so you can see where this is going. Let's see where the 1.61 fib is of this. And you see 1.61 fib, 503. So yeah, I'm looking for this on Tesla. Something like that, right around 510 bucks to finish off the 3rd wave. Or, like I said, it could be the B wave. Because of the structure of it. The structure of it is very sideways. So if it ends up being a B wave, so you can see here how I have this as a 4th wave, more than likely right here at this point, if it keeps on going up, which is probably more likely, even though it has bad structure. But if it does come down, it's going to have really bad bearish divergence once it gets up here to 510 bucks on the weekly chart. So it is always possible that it goes like this and comes all the way back down. Or it comes down here, or RSI comes down here, breaks below the low, and it's down here around this area. You can go long again. So I guess right now I don't really need to talk about that. We'll see how it goes on the next move higher. But I think that this is probably going to go up here to 513 bucks pretty quickly. I think we're about there. Invalidation for that move is just going to be below this low at 413. So this is looking like pretty good spot to go long on Tesla. So that's my Tesla account update. What else there to say about it? One more thing. Monthly. So the monthly looks all right, especially if it keeps on going higher. It might take out this top and get rid of that bearish divergence that I've been talking about. And let me zoom in here a little bit farther. Yeah, see, it looks like a third wave here on the monthly too. So yeah, I would probably expect this on Tesla to finish off the overall fifth wave. So we'll see how that fourth wave reacts, though. That fourth wave might be brutal. We'll have to see because it does have bearish divergence on the weekly. So maybe it does come up here to 513. And then the fourth wave comes all the way back down here to like 400 or something crazy. Because the weekly, again, is going to have bearish divergence. We're not going to take out this top right here at 84 probably. I don't think. Because this move will probably happen in the next month. I don't think there's time to go all the way up here, take this out. So you might see something like all the way down here, and we get a fourth wave that comes down here to like 400 bucks. The 1.61 fib, or not the 1.61 fib, the 0.23 fib is going to be right around 450, but it could go all the way down here to 400 bucks from 513. Everyone would be freaking out again, and then you get a fifth wave that just takes off. So that's my update on Tesla for now. Looking like a pretty good setup to go long with a stop below 413. I know it's kind of rough right now because everything is going down. So if you are going long, your portfolio is a little bit red this week, but overall, a great setup. We'll see what happens. Leave me a comment, like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon.